Religious scratches. The royal Buddha image of Si Mum Mueang, western to Ratchaburi province. This is the first time Ratanakosin, during the reign of King Bhumibol Adulyadej, that a 49-inch scoop-sized Buddha statue has been created called Praputtanirokantarai Shayawat Jaturathit, or Phra Si Mum Mueang, for the whole country to worship. His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej and Mahavajiralongkorn poured gold to cast Praputtanirokantarai Shayawat Jaturathit at the Department of National Guard on August 2nd of 1968. The casting metal consists of 3 parts brass, 1 part copper, and 1 part white gold, including approximately 400 kilograms of metal. It has a Buddhist look exactly like the Praputtanirokantarai. When it was completed, the royal family of 4 provinces summoned them to pay homage to each direction on December 27, 1968. To the north, the statue is enshrined in Lampang, as royal family requested. To the south, the statue is enshrined in Pathalung province, as the royal family requested. To the east, the statue is enshrined in Saratburi province, as the royal family requested. To the west, the statue is enshrined in Ratchaburi province, as the royal family requested. Currently, Praputtanirokantarai Shayawat Jaturathit is enshrined in Jaturamukh Pavilion on the top of Mount Kangchan. It is considered a valuable object and a sanctuary of Ratchaburi province. His Majesty King Kathin. His Majesty King Kathin at Wat Chotitai Karam. Due to the people of Damneun Saduak district, there is an audience of the king. And to see His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen for their glory. They were ready to make a book to invite His Majesty to offer Kathin at Chotitai Karam Temple. The meeting was conducted by members of Ratchaburi Provincial Council, along with 3 members of Ratchaburi Provincial Council, Damneun Saduak District, and Gamnan of Damneun Saduak Sub-District. On behalf of the people of Damneun Saduak, the royal letter was sent through the province to the royal palace. The secretariat took the tribute and accepted it to pay tribute to Kathin, as requested by the Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirinthorn. His Majesty the King and Wat Khao Wang. Tao Intara Suriya, Nang Sao Neung Jintadun, who was a pastor of His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej, came to pay his respects as an Ubasika at Wat Khao Wang for a long time. It was considered that Wat Khao Wang is one of the oldest and most important temples in Ratchaburi province, which was originally a palace built during the reign of King Rama V. On February 16, 1877, the palace was the place to receive the Portuguese ambassador because of its historical significance as a great glory to the temples and to the people of Ratchaburi. The temple committee and the people of Ratchaburi invited His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej to present the Kathin at Wat Khao Wang by asking Tao Intara Suriya to give the king a speech. Your Majesty the King is gracious to His Majesty. His Majesty the King and Queen visited Kathin at Wat Khao Wang. They offered Kathin and Thai Dhamma. Buddhist monks offered blessings. When the ceremony is finished, Mr. Jamnong Thephasadin Na Ayutthaya, the governor of Ratchaburi province, was presented with the royal charity money by His Majesty the King. The king then visited the people and had closely watched royal act with them. His Majesty King presented Kathin early cloth at Wat Santikaram. Wat Santikaram, also known as Wat Phu Plap, is located at Ban Phu Plap, Tambon Thung Luang, Pak Tao district, less than 50 kilometers southeast of Ratchaburi town. But in the past, it was considered far from the city. It's difficult to connect with transportation. Most of the area is forested and very wilderness. His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej, Princess Mahan Chakri Sirinthorn, and Her Royal Highness Princess Chulaphorn Warairak offered Katin and visited the people who welcomed Majesty at Wat Santikaram, Pak Thaw District, on October 17, 1974. His Majesty the King performed religious ceremonies. His Majesty the King performed the opening ceremony of the Buddha Sihing Temple and laid headstone at Ubosot Wat Don Tum, Ban Pong District. November 29, 1962, abbots of Don Tum Temple and the Temple Committee attended the temple at Jirara Palace, Dusit Palace, the Buddha's Palace, to be enshrined at Wat Don Tum, Bang Pong District. In addition, His Highness anointed the headstone of Ubosot Wat Don Tum and given permission to summon the king's signature of the facade of the Vihan.